As Russia's isolation over its war in Ukraine has grown, so has its value in North Korea. Since Russia's invasion of Ukraine, Vladimir Putin and North Korean Supreme Leader Kim-Jong-un have grown increasingly close. Welcome to Planet Lux, and in this video we'll take a look at the lifestyles of Vladimir Putin and Kim-Jong-un to find out who leads the most lavish life. Vladimir Putin is said to have added a new $356.6 million palace to his $1.78 billion property empire, amid reports that he is one of the world's richest men. According to Russian newspaper Sobesednik, the imposing pile was built in a highly secure billionaire village on the outskirts of Moscow and is completely hidden. Russia's hardline leader is said to be worth $285 billion and to live like a king on his fortune. His detractors claim that he has amassed a vast personal fortune, including a fleet of yachts, cars, and secret presidential palaces. Putin always downplays his wealth, claiming to be paid a relatively low state wage of around $178,000. Boris Nemtsov, a political critic, compiled a dossier alleging that Putin has 4 yachts secretly docked around Russia. He also claimed Putin owns 43 planes, 7,000 cars, and 15 helicopters, including an Ilyushin jet with a gold toilet worth $89,000. Russia's leader, according to Nemtsov, has a watch collection worth $891,500, including one worth $535,000 alone. According to reports, Putin's secret girlfriends have more than a few rubles in the bank. Svetlana Krivonogik, said to be Vlad's love child's mother, is a millionaire cleaner who owns a popular nightclub. According to leaked tax records, his gymnast lover earns millions of dollars a year as a pro-Kremlin media boss. According to a recent expose, former Olympic gold medalist Alina Kabaeva is paid $13.9 million. Putin's latest residence is 123,785 square feet in size, nearly twice the size of Buckingham Palace. During its construction, the classical-style palace was owned by a company called Property V, with the V standing for Vladimir, according to the newspaper. According to the report, the sprawling estate must belong to an important individual with only the most powerful Kremlin connections. According to the report, the sumptuous residence is listed as belonging to the Russian Federation, which is a cover used by owners of the palaces and penthouses associated with the country's leadership. According to the report, the property is either Putin's or belongs to someone extremely close to him. So far, Putin's spokesman has not responded to the Sobesednik claims, the latest in a series of revelations about his wealth, health, and private life in recent weeks. According to the reports, Russian President Vladimir Putin is facing an unprecedented information attack from adversaries. According to the publicity blurb, the recently completed palace is in Greenfield Village, which offers a new standard of country life with impeccable style of elite suburban life and the independence of serene nature. It is home to a number of billionaires and consists of stately residences reminiscent of country castles. The village is surrounded by vast forests and has beautiful parks and boulevards 24 meters wide, fountains, sculptures, flower beds. Prior to the completion of the palace, the village was said to house the most expensive house in Russia, owned by a Jordanian billionaire. According to the newspaper, the new palace could be worth $360.2 million. According to the newspaper, Andrei Ertman, a representative of the company building the palace, refused to identify the owner, who was hiding under the pseudonym Russian Federation. This is private information. Buyers of such assets are not always looking for attention. This is their legal right, he stated. Companies linked to the new palace and its financing are said to be closely linked to the Russian elite and other stunning properties. In recent years, several properties have been linked to Putin, with some claiming he now owns homes worth more than $1.78 billion. The Jelenjik Palace is a massive $1.4 billion Black Sea pile, complete with helicopter landing pads and its own vineyard. Originally intended as a modest vacation home with a pool, it now has a magnificent columned facade reminiscent of the country palaces built by Russian czars in the 18th century. Outside are formal gardens, a private theater, a landing pad with 3 helicopter bays, and a security guard housing. In 2017, it was also reported that Putin had purchased a lavish vacation home with gold-plated tiles in the swimming pool just a few miles from Russia's western border. Villa Selgren is located on an island in Vyborg Bay, approximately 19 kilometers from the Russian border with Finland. Officially, it belongs to close Kremlin friends, but locals say it is the largest prestige home in Putin's stunning property portfolio. By the way, if you're watching us for the first time, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you can enjoy our future videos while getting updated. Getting back to the topic, private islands, a string of palaces, and the personal harem of thousands of women were not exactly Karl Marx's vision of a worker's paradise. But that is precisely what communist despot Kim-Jong-un spends his blood-soaked billions on, while his North Korean subjects live in poverty and fear. He's worth at least $5 billion and, like most billionaires, likes to splurge on fleets of luxury vehicles, a sprawling property portfolio, and the best culinary delights money can illegally import. This is in stark contrast to the estimated 60% of North Korea's 26 million citizens who are currently poor and struggling to survive. Kim has a stunning array of hideaways to choose from when he's not appearing publicly. He's said to own 17 palaces in North Korea, including one with its own 500-meter airstrip in Wonsan. However, his main residence, Central Luxury Mansion, is in Pyongyang, the country's capital. The nuclear-resistant palace is guarded by multiple military units, a high-voltage electric fence, and even minefields. It even has its own train station and tunnels that connect it to some of his other properties. When he wants to let loose, Kim has the same billionaire must-have as Richard Branson, his own private party island. His ship is thought to be a $7 million British-designed Princess 95MY with staterooms, a large deck, and a dining room for up to 10 people. When he's not on his yacht, he's flying around the country in Air Force Un, a $1 million Russian Il-62 jetliner. Despite having no known flying qualifications, Kim is said to enjoy taking the controls of the plane. Prior to him, North Korean leaders were known to prefer traveling by armored train. Kim Jong-il died aboard his luxury train, which was said to have 90 carriages with bedrooms and conference rooms outfitted with high-end foreign-made furniture. Kim's train has many of the same features and is known to transport his Mercedes Maybach Pullman Guard armored limousine, which is worth around $1 million. His secret harem is another source of Kim's extravagant spending. In 2016, he spent £2.7 million on fancy lingerie imported from China, including racy corsets and suspenders. International sanctions are supposed to prevent Kim from importing luxury goods, but he spent at least £493 million on illegal imports in 2017. It included musical instruments, booze, and a seaplane. His personal wristwatch collection is estimated to be more than $8 million. As his country starved, Kim was photographed wearing a 10,000-pound IWC Portofino automatic Swiss watch during a nuclear missile test in 2019. However, the tyrant is never hungry. He's known to favor decadent dishes such as foie gras, lobster, and caviar, and he travels internationally with a team of his own chefs. They taste each of his meals for up to an hour before serving them to him to ensure that they haven't been poisoned. When it comes to Kim picking his own poison, he ships in thousands of bottles of whiskey from all over the world each year for his personal enjoyment. He is said to spend £21 million a year on swanky booze such as Hennessy, which can cost £1,500 a bottle. Kim even accompanies his tipples with Yves Saint Laurent cigarettes, which cost £31 per pack. And with that being said, it's time to end our video, but before that, we'd like to know which of the two leaders' lifestyle do you think is more lavish? Let us know in the comments. Like this video and make sure to subscribe to the channel for more amazing videos like this. We'll see you in the next video.